Hello friends, today we are going to continue chapter number 2, Cultural Heritage of India, Handicrafts and Fine Arts, lecture number 11. Friends, already in this lecture we are going to discuss about some of the well-known arts in our culture. Friends, in the previous lectures we discussed about several kind of different arts that are very well known in our Indian culture. As we studied in the previous part of this chapter about different arts that have put India into the incomparable position in the world. Friends, this art has been gifted by our culture. Lots of artisans are present who have brought prestige for India through their talents and skills. From the initial part, from the ancient time, we learned there were lots of such arts. We discussed from the starting of this chapter that first, when we started discussing about the clay art, we learned that majority of the arts that we were learning are very old. They are ancient arts. If we talk about the clay art, we also discussed that clay art is one of the very oldest art. In the previous time, before the metals, people started using metals. At that time, these clay items were used in major proportion. Friends, mostly people used to depend on clay at that time. Even the utensils to store food grains, milk, and lots of such items were made of clay. Friends, here it is said that even the houses were made with the mixture of clay and cow dung, which are known as cubas. We also learned how at that time the baked and unbaked clay was in use. We also discussed about the spinning and the hand weaving art. Spinning art, we discussed how this art is performed by the artisans to make long threads by joining small balls of small pieces of cotton. Friends, we discussed about the hand weaving art, in which we have lots of artisans in our country. They have showed their talent and skill in the textile industry as well. We discussed about the example of muslin. Then we also discussed about the patola of Patan, in which we learned that this art is 850 years old. Very well-known ruler of Patan at that time, during his reign, during his rule, Siddharth Jai Singh, he encouraged and inspired many such artisans who used to make this patola of Patan. And these artisans settled in Patan during the rule of Siddharth Jai Singh. We also learned that this art was very complicated and time consuming. Its characteristics were, it was durable and its color remained intact for a long time. Friends, here we discussed about the leather art also, in which we learned how the leather was used in the ancient times. Leather items were used for different purposes. It was used for many household purposes items. It was used for making even lots of things that were used in wars. Friends, after that we also discussed about different arts like embroidering and weaving art. In embroidering art, we also discussed how this embroidery affected the life of the people. Many people were fond of this art, and it was clearly seen on the clothes they wore. Friends, these evidences has been found from the remains we got from Harappa, Mohenjo-daro and Lothal excavations. Many idols that have been found from these places had the clothes that were made of embroidery. Friends, this art was also very well known. We also discussed about the diamond and the beadwork, in which we discussed how our ancient rulers, the kings, were fond of ornaments. Diamond studded ornaments were specially very much in demand at that time. So we discussed lots of such arts in the previous lecture. We discussed about the metal art, in which we discussed how this metal came into use. When the metal was started for making use for the mankind, this was used for several purposes. In the initial state, this metal was used for different storing purposes. Then lots of weapons were made. We also discussed about the wooden art that we will discuss in just the previous lecture, in which we discussed that wood, from a wood, a piece of wood, different arts were made. In which we discussed that at the initial stage, this wood was only used for producing fire, producing energy. But later on, from the same piece of wood, the artisans showed their talent and skill and made different items that were used for mankind, that came in use for the people. Like swings were made for the children, toys were made, doors, windows, lots of such things were made. Furniture was made from woods. House, the roofing of the house were made. So these wood came in several purposes for the people. Friends, today we will discuss about another art, that is inlay art. Today we will discuss one more art, that is inlay art. Here, friends, let us understand what is inlay art. Let us understand the meaning of inlay art. Here, friends, as we studied in the previous, when we were learning about the diamond and the bead art, we learned that how these diamond studded ornaments were in use at that time. Same way this inlay work has some similarities to that. Here inlay work, here it is said, the art of studying metal pieces or stones on gold, glass, etc. artistically is called inlay art. Friends, here it is said, the art of studying these metal pieces or stone on gold, glass, or we can say any materials very artistically, that is called inlay art. You might have understood, friends, through this sentence that the art of studying means to stick, right, to join these very valuable precious stones or here metal pieces to make that particular gold or glass very decorative. You might have seen lots of ornaments in which different precious stones, precious metals have put upon, has been inlaid. Along with it, you might have seen some decorative glasses in which different inlay work is clearly seen. This shows the artistic skill and talent of the ancient art. Here it is said, this inlay art is considered as an ancient art. Friends, here it is said that this inlay art is considered as one of the ancient art. It is one of the old art. Here it is said. Then here it is said, in ancient time, the rulers, kings, royal in ancient time, the rulers, kings, royal families, they used to wear such ornaments. Here it is said, in ancient time, the rulers, kings, royal families, they used to wear such ornaments which were inlaid with different metal pieces or different precious stones. Means in the past also, friends, there were lots of such kind of different rulers, kings, royal family members who were fond of such kind of artistic inlaid work. They were fond of this inlay art. They would like to wear the ornaments that were inlaid with different metal pieces or stones. So this can be considered as an ancient art. Here it is said, they were fond of wearing. They were fond of wearing different ornaments. They were fond of wearing different ornaments such as bracelet, necklace, crown, nose ring. They were fond of wearing different ornaments such as bracelet, necklace, crown, nose ring, etc. We can say that are studied. These all ornaments were, here it is said, these all are studied with precious stones or metals. Friends, here it is said that these they were fond of, means the kings, rulers, the royal family members, they were fond of wearing different ornaments such as bracelet, necklace, crown, nose ring, etc. Such type of ornament that were studded with precious stones or metals. Even they were fond, here we can see, even they were fond of ornaments. They were fond of ornaments studded with gems or diamond. Friends, here it says, even they were fond of ornament that were studded with gems or diamonds, we can say. Here it is said that especially the Bikaner area, that is in Rajasthan. Bikaner area of Rajasthan is very popular for inlay art. Friends, here it is said that Bikaner area of Rajasthan is very popular for this inlay art. So friends, here you can clearly see that this inlay art is very ancient. You can clearly see from this explanation that since ancient time, when the rulers and kings were ruling on our country, since that time these people, these royal families, they were very fond of this kind of inlay work. They were fond of very ornaments that were studied with different diamonds, gems. They were also very fond of wearing ornaments that were studied with precious stones, metals. And friends, here it is especially in India, the Bikaner area of Rajasthan. The Bikaner area of Rajasthan is very popular for this inlay art. So friends, here you can understand about how important this inlay art was for our country and ancient India. Friends, now after understanding about this valuable and precious inlay art, now let us move towards another art, that is Akik work. Akik work. Friends, now we are moving towards one more art, that is Akik art. Friends, here what is Akik? Let us understand that. Akik, here it is said Akik is a kind of precious stone, mostly found in the river valleys. Friends, here it is said that Akik is a kind of precious stone that is mostly found in the river valleys. Here it is said that Akik is a kind of chalcedonal quartz. Friends, here it is said Akik is a kind of chalcedonal quartz. It is silica blue or white quartz. Friends, here it is said Akik is a kind of chalcedonal quartz. Chalcedon is kind of precious stone. Quartz, a stone from which kind of very artistic and big watches, wall watches can be made. Here it is the color. Here it is said it's mostly it is seen this chalcedonal. It is seen in mostly the transparent blue or we can say transparent white quartz. So these are some of the characteristics of this Akik. Here it is said that carnelian is a kind of precious chalcedonal. Friends, carnelian is a kind of precious chalcedonal. It is red in color. Friends, here it is said this carnelian, it is red colored, semi-transparent, precious stone. Friends, here it is said this carnelian, it is red colored, semi-transparent, precious stone. So in this Akik work, the importance of this carnelian is very much, lots of people were fond of this Carnelian stone. Here it is said, in Gujarat, especially in Gujarat, this work was very famous. Various precious stones in small and big size. In Gujarat, various precious stones in small and big size are found in Ahmedabad, Ranpur and Surat. Friends, here it is said, in Gujarat, various precious stones in small and big size are found, especially in Ahmedabad, Ranpur and Surat. Here it is said, from these areas, from here, these stones are found in especially Ahmedabad, Ranpur and Surat. And from there, here it is said that it is sent to Khamba. Here, friends, here it is said, these stones are from Ahmedabad, Ranpur and Surat. It is collected and then it is sent to Khamba to convert and mold into beautiful ornaments. Friends, here it is said that after collecting these stones, this precious stone from Ahmedabad, Ranpur and Surat, it is sent to Khamba. In Khamba, these precious stones, this Atik work is beautifully skilled, and here it is studied in the beautiful ornaments. Here it is converted into beautiful ornaments. So, friends, here it is said, especially it can be said that it is also used. It was especially used in making necklace. Friends, here it is said it was specially used in making necklace. So friends, here you might have understood what is akik. First we understood about that akik is a kind of very precious stones that is mostly found in the river valley. Friends, here then we learn it is a kind of chalcedonial quartz. It means it is one kind of precious stone, part of big stone. It is a transparent silica. It is found mostly in silica blue or in white quartz. Friends, carnelian, one kind of chalcedonial quartz. Carnelian is a kind of precious chalcedonite. It is in red color. This carnelian is very much in demand. It looks very beautiful. It shines very beautiful. This is red. It is found mostly in red color. It is red color, semi-transparent, precious stone. In Gujarat, these all stones, these precious akik stones, are found in Ahmedabad, Ranpur, and Surat. From there, these precious stones are collected and it is sent to Khamba to convert into beautiful ornaments, so that these stones can be beautifully designed, beautifully cut into the small, big and shape size. It can be molded according to the size of the particular ornament, and it can be particularly fitted in any beautiful ornament. Especially it is said this akik work was mostly done on the necklaces to make this necklace very beautiful and artistic. So friends, this was another important art, that was akik art. Akik art is also considered as one of the ancient art. We'll learn about the other arts in our next lecture. Thank you.